Geelong and District Football League. We are the Raiders from all around Geelong.
Is underway as the ball goes in the air. Morgan in the ruck, and clearly it's the first tap down for Werribee. That's a good sign. Has kick forward, goes towards half forward. Players over, run the football in Koutsamanis. Ball comes to ground. Morgan's followed up from the centre. That's good work. Pretty mobile as the ball heads towards the boundary. In fact, it's slightly over, says the umpire, because they were away Werribee, weren't they? As the ball comes back in half forward flank or edge forward Bray, but he got away with the handball. Koutsamanis comes back to Cassidy. Good start for the Werribee side here. Long kick forward, and it's rushed through for first score of the game.
Most of the ball, Winchelsea to bring the ball back in. Looking for options, come out to the clubroom side of the ground. Underneath it, looking for Curlin. He couldn't take the ball though for Winchelsea. Comes off hands of McGuinness, sends the ball in, and the mark will be taken there by Koutsamanis. Right in front of the old cricket nets, in front of the past players. Oh, not a great kick, but the lead was good enough. The lead was good enough.
It was a beautiful kick. What are you talking about?
Come off the boot sideways, and it was Phil Jones.
Who have Winch got to run with Jones? We've seen him play some great football.
Yeah, I don't know. He hasn't been playing that well, so it might be his day to step up.
Jones comes in. He's going to kick from about 50. Kicks through the ball. It's a lovely looking kick. It's fading on the run, but I think it's home. It is indeed. So Werribee.
Well, he was good last time, and he's been ordinary since when we haven't seen him.
Tap down came for Curlin on that occasion, but in the middle, at ground level, it's Werribee Centrals. Terrific work there. Cassidy again. That's a great pass and a great lead. And this spells danger sign. The Winchelsea side has...
the man he just talked about, I think, wasn't it? Was it Hall?
Is it Hall's at the forward pocket? I can't pick him.
I'll tell you what, I reckon it is. I better get the binoculars out, but I think it is. He looks like he's starting deep in the goal square down forward, Hall. Is he? Left footer, that could be him, all right.
It's a beautiful kick off the boot, and... well, we'll give it. What?
Up the ball goes. Again, this time Morgan from Werribee gets the tap down. Straight falls into a pack of players. Ball not coming out for anyone. Tornia with the blonde tent past players officials drinking cans at his age. Up she goes again. Morgan gets that one down. Cassidy buckles in underneath it for Werribee Central's trying to get it out. Leak is in there as well. Pack of players fall on the ball again. He's got
the run. They have to do that early.
Up they go again. Curlin probably got the most of that for Winchelsea, but not to advantage. His midfielders, his on-ballers aren't giving him
half a bit of commentary. That's
not a problem. Not a problem. Mate, my spotting it back from three-quarter time. Came off hands. Ball went out there. I haven't got a 34 on my list, actually. On the fines, too. He's up here today.
So ball in. Half-forward flank, Werribee Centrals. Ball tapped under a big pack of players, and I think Grubby's comment a moment ago, be 4 million ball-ups. That might well happen today as the ball... Again, come on, umpire, blow the way. Ball goes in the air again. And Morgan dominating in the ruck. In fact, that might have been Jones. Went for the tap out on that occasion as Morgan sitting back a kick behind the play. And Winchelsea finally get a kick back towards the middle of the ground, but it's all Werribee Centrals there coming through with strong players. McGuinness can't pick the footy up, taken high, comes back. Handball came back out to Knight. Knight goes across the ground to Cassidy. He's had a bit of the footy already. Long kick to full forward, and unable to take the mark was Jones, but still in control. Werribee as Leake went without the footy, went between his legs. Finally comes across to Nucky, I think it was, to get it towards centre wing. Oh, ducked his head.
Ducked the head.
Good call, umpire. No free kick. Ball, however, is back to full forward. Mark dropped there by Season for Winchelsea. Now they're under pressure to try to clear the danger area. That's a good, comfortable kick and finds Tornia deep in the back line for Winchelsea. Oh, dangerous kick into the corridor. Phipps just waited for the tackle. McNichol to Bray. Bray bumped as he kicked the footy. Goes offline. McKenzie for Winchelsea. Great pick up. Gets a handball clear, and now a long kick towards the middle. In fact, nearly the first time Winchelsea have been to the middle of the ground. Bonner picks it up, immediately tackled. Nowhere to go. Kicks it well. Luck into fortune.
It's seen him.
Call play on. Call play on. Leake picked up the ball. They recovered as Tornia took the step over the mark. Comes off hands. Oh, taken high. There was Phipps.
Tell you what, it could have been a hands in the back a second before that.
Phipps gets the ball, kicks it inbound and finds Cassidy. Cassidy by hand, then back to him again. Run through the middle of the ground, through centre half forward, on a long lead. Both players run underneath the ball. Races on at the back. I think it's McKenzie leading in the race, and he will take the ball over for a minor score for the Centrals. 2 goals to Werribee. Yet to score Winchelsea, 7.5, nearly 8 gone.
If Jones can dominate, McKenzie's probably the man, Eric.
Yes, there's no doubt about that. As the ball comes back, half-back flank for Winchelsea. Ball pulled back in by Bayliss. Can't get away with it. Now it stacks on the mill. Umpire letting it go. Now blows the whistle.
The Pelican end, is
No,
it?
No, it's not the
opposite
Pelican
end.
end.
Good tap away by Curlin for Winchelsea, but they've got no one at ground level at the moment. But Bonner finally gets a kick towards centre wing. In position there is Donald, long way from full forward, but he gets a handball back to the running player in Davis. He can't get to the... Ooh, Nelly kicking in danger. Not so, said the umpire, as the ball now... Well, the Werribee boys just with sheer strength get that out of the pack and go forward once again, and that looks like Cassidy again with a flying shot from 50, just offline. So another behind to the Werribee Central side. Two.
Oh, but you can have a hotel chain.
Come to
don't
think
you?
of it, they probably were too. They were ibises. There were thousands of them.
Pelican rolls off the tongue so much better. as
Scrubby
they come-
case, it's not David Attenborough.
They come back in now. Winchelsea bring the play back in.
Oh, it's in the
That's
back.
a push in the back as the umpire going to throw in. Kerwin Morgan coming up, third man with season. He gets the handball out and finds Leake. This is his conditions today. Leake looking for Venables and Knight, the 2 number 1s, running for the ball. Knight doing the better at the moment. Mensch come a long way out from full forward. Comes off hands. Venables in there again. Werribee Centrals do the better, though, on the hard bullocking work underneath. Comes to Bonner, though. Bonner uses his pace. Got to get away quickly. Just tackled as he got away. Comes off hands. Picked up by Venables. He sees an option in forward. It's running forward now, but not going to get towards the goal face. Cleaned up in the last line of defence for Werribee there, and kicking it away was
good kick.
Bridie. Kicks out wide and finds
How many
Cassidy.
touches this bloke out?
Cassidy
He's got a
by
lot of
hand
strength.
over the top to Salmond. Or big floating punt kick forward, not to the advantage of his forwards. Season back there. Picks up the ball and they'll go back out around the wing to Tornier. Tornier running, picks the ball up now, right in front of the wings, really got nowhere to go, turns around on himself, gets rid of it by hand after good pressure from McNichol.
Got no one to support
They
him.
got
Graham.
no one getting over him. Leake and Davis really needed to get over and support him in that contest.
3-0. Werribee in control at the moment as Curlin. Good tap down for Winch. Leake dives on the footy. Now has to get it out. Does so. Umpire, I think, had the whistle almost in the mouth there, but didn't blow it. Now the umpire blows. It is a Winchelsea free kick. Leake, bottom of the pack, has the free kick. Plays on quickly towards half forward. Gee, I reckon the wind might have held that one up a bit.
Yeah, I think it did.
Comes back to Quarrier. Quarrier inboard, dangerous. Mensch is there for Winch, but he can't get to the contest as Phipps pushes the ball out. Now Werribee, can they clear? This time through McGuinness towards centre wing. Cassidy again. Probably the first time he's been beaten in the contest so far today. That is Venables. They're mucking about with handball, the Winchelsea side at the moment, and consequently Werribee get the turnover. Little chip forward looking for Jones. Can't reach the contest. Mackenzie attacks the footy, runs through, handball long, keeps going, looks for the handball and gets it back. He's under pressure when he kicks, however, and the mark not taken half forward Winchelsea. Ball at ground level. Now Winch a chance, but again, that strong Werribee defence take control and chip the ball out of danger. Mark halfback flank. The Werribee side now, it was Hall, I think. He's might be running an on ball, or is no, I've got the wrong fella.
No, I don't think it's him.
Hall's at full forward, I notice. But Werribee Centrals control the footy along the boundary. Good kick over the head of all play. McNichol can't control at ground level. Does come inboard, however, to Montebruno. Montebruno towards half forward. Tournier can't reach
good
it.
speed.
And, fantastic. And speak of the devil, David Hall takes a good, strong diving mark. Now the long left foot goes bang towards goal. Unfortunately, has just missed.
Off now. Morgan's out there, so it might not have been the greatest choice. Kerwin was underneath it, couldn't get the ball away. Dives on it now, though. Doing his own roving work is Big Kerwin. Tries to get the ball away. Players fall on it. Comes out off hands. Picked up there by McFarlane for Winchelsea. He's tackled. Fall on it again. Out they come again. Out the back there is Mackenzie, I think it is. Ball smothered off the boot. Gets his own back again. Dives on the ball. There'll be a ball up this time. Unless the umpire...
No, don't dare play holding the ball.
Oh, she was going to do it.
Oh, don't dare do that.
It was that motion, but
There's
she
no
has paid.
pride. I tell you
Give it
what.
to me.
Go on.
Grubby really switched on.
Well,
for
they
the
are,
game.
but what worries me is when you got control of the game, you have to maintain it on the scoreboard. Not quite doing that yet.
Bonner picks the ball up on the outer wing after the restart. Will the boundary line mate? No, it won't. It'll be Knight
Yes,
for
it
Werribee
did.
Centrals, and he will kick the ball out of
That was
bounds.
already
on the
out.
full, or already out of bounds. Was it?
Already
Take it
out.
back around.
Yep.
So we have a young green shirt umpire
I
out
can
on
tell
the
you
outer
who he is
side.
in a minute if I can find my sheet.
Throws the ball back in. Comes off hands. Kick forward by Winchelsea now. So they go into attack again. Leading in the race there was Higgins. Can he get to the ball? Ken now picks up, tries to go round one, tackled. Good work there by the Winchelsea players. Comes to Bonner. Gets a kick in forward, looking for Donald. Donald, though, ball punched away from him. Good work, the Dixon Day.
Yeah, I think so.
So if we say boundary umpire Dixon, there are two of them, we must be right.
Yeah, there you
Both
go.
there, the boys, yeah.
So the ball comes back into Kerwin. Oh, met
Come on,
solidly
come
and
on.
play on, says the umpire. By G. Kerwin was met solidly. He hasn't got up from the contest yet either. But the ball's come through. Comes to Cassidy, streaming through the middle of the ground, looking for Hall. He gets to the contest. A lot of work for Matheson to do. He gets back on it now. Coming off hands. Oh, kicked up off. Oh, no!
Toby Bray, wasn't it?
Kicked off the ground by Toby Bray.
So back in the middle, 16 minutes gone, Mensch. Up and down, but second effort good. Gets a handball clear for the Winchelsea side. Comes towards the western wing. First time it's been out here in the game as Nucky overruns the footy.
That's
Picked
strong.
Up, that's Cassidy again for the Werribee side. Left foot kick towards half forward. Over the head there of Season, runs back, he and Bray, the 15s are against one another. McKenzie picks it up, gets a handball to Nucky, comes back again. The kick is not good for Winchelsea.
Eric, with Mensch coming back from injury, do you think he's had to put himself in the ruck a bit earlier than he would expect?
Oh, long way earlier, I'd suggest, Grubby. I don't know that it would have been touch and go whether he would have played, I would think. But the mark now for Salmond for the Werribee Central side, ball towards the what appears to be the scoring end, perhaps not enough, but Mensch gets the tap down on that occasion. The ball comes out to Toby Bray again, off a step, he's curling it back, not enough.
Too long.
So
Early in the day.
So the ball comes back in for Winchelsea. Season was the target, but a flock of players jumped on top of the ball. Comes off hands. Bray off the out of the air again. He's done it again. Comes off hands. Over the back was Hall. Oh, he's bet heavily. Comes in, rolls through for a minor score. So Werribee will go to 3-6-24. Winchelsea yet to score. Buckley's Entertainment Centre scoreboard, 18 gone.
What do you reckon? They're sheep. A flock of players. What are you on
I'm
about?
just going on the bird reference. I'm just
Right.
sticking with it.
So the ball at half forward for Werribee again from the kick in. Hit back Weatherly. Oh,
Staged it.
he
Good
stayed
decision
and the
up.
umpire didn't fall for it, but the ball does come by hand to
Oh, that's a
Bray.
good handball.
Long handball to Cassidy. He's got a player absolutely unmarked on half forward flank. Goes across the face of goal, but is that one of the Quarriers? You have to help me out, Grubby.
Oh, I don't know.
Looks like he's billed. So
Not his old man. I can tell you that. He's over there drinking cans.
So it is man on the mark, 35 metres from goal. It's a good-looking kick. I tell you what, he
I think
did.
it is Blake. Yeah.
Restart, back in the middle. Mensch on a second go as he come to ground. Not happy, his appeals to the umpire as he comes to ground. Gets up very cranky, Mensch, but Werribee go forward yet again. Comes off hands, players everywhere. Nucky in underneath that. McKenzie goes round
Jeez,
one
he's a
player.
good player.
He's got very quick hands as he goes forward. Leake tried to give time to Dunkley, but it wasn't good enough. He probably should have got harder into that contest. Comes off hands. Dunkley's got to do all the work now against Cassidy. He has had a power of kicks in this first quarter. And a little mark give. Umpire's going to pay it. Yes, she is. And the mark out there will go to... It's the same man, is it, I think?
Nah, it's a long sleeve.
It's Rathbone again, is it? On the outer side of the ground. So it's very hard to pick up some of these players on the outer side.
I've only seen them once, all these new players. I don't know who they are.
It might actually be McNichol. Is he wearing a long sleeve?
I've seen him wear long sleeves before.
I think it might be. It's McNichol
Yes, I think
kicking
that's a
from 50.
Very good call.
Long kick, but fades on the run and a minor score.
The Werribee Central. Yeah.
So Mensch doing all the work. He's kicked the ball out from full back and it
that was a good
wasn't
kick.
great. Cassidy nearly took the mark. Comes to ground. Off hands. Picked up there by McClure. Through the middle comes Bonner.
Told the man.
Dispossessed, didn't have the ball, as Grubby just said. Picked then, up by Phipps. The coach sends the ball back into attack and it comes back out to McNichol. He gives the ball by hand, running into an open goal. Oh, smothered off the boot because it was heading straight towards goals. Tornier in underneath it. Good strong work. He's done well, Tornier. In again. Coming off hands. Leake, I think, was in there as well. Picked up now by Werribee Centrals. Tornier again, but there's a whistle on play.
So Werribee kick.
Umpire Cullen's picked one out. I think
Of course he would. It's past players' day.
Is it to Jones, is it, or is it Phipps? It's going to get the ball here.
It's Jones. It's Hall, I think.
That's not Hawley, is it?
Yeah, it might be. Come out from.
It's come out a long way. It is
It's
indeed.
Hall, all right.
It is Hall indeed. So, David Hall is going to line up. He's probably going to kick from about 55. Might be a breeze behind him given what's been happening. Kicks through the ball. Gee,
Look at
that's
that.
a great
Look at
kick.
that.
That has gone through. Metres above post high.
Didn't play last week. He's an inclusion this week, so he's a welcome inclusion. If that's the case, in the middle, the ball. Mensch finally gets a handball to Tornier. Back to Leake. Leake's immediately tackled. Drops the footy. Play on, said the umpire. Tornier, little kick off the ground. Mensch can't bend down and pick it up. As, it's very, very...
That's in the back.
Surely a free kick. Umpires are not paying too many at the present time as Winchelsea towards centre wing. McClure has paid the mark.
Lucky to hold that.
No, he probably held it enough.
So McClure now just back out of centre wing for Winchelsea. Nothing much at all to kick to as numbers have gone back for the Werribee side towards half forward. Over the head of all players. Comes to ground. Venables putting opponent down. Phipps gets the footy. Nice handball over the top, and that's to Montebruno. Montebruno towards half forward. Not a good kick. Only players there Winchelsea, and it was Tornier. Inboard to Mensch. Mensch now, middle of the ground. That's a good kick to McClure. McClure now. Handball to Leake. Leake across the ground. Gee, they're trying very hard to get something going here, Winch. The mark is taken by Bayliss. Now slows it down. Probably needed to keep it going, but had nothing to kick to up forward as it's all Werribee back there. The ball comes out. That's a good handball across to Stephen. Stephen off the left foot goes goalwards. Nobody there but Werribee players. They're content to rush it through for a rush behind. That's the first score for Winchelsea. They are one behind Werribee Centrals 5-7-37. Buckley's Entertainment Centre first.
Have a look up, Eric. It's back into Central's forward line.
24 minutes gone.
That is the quickest go. That is running into goal for an open goal. Is big.
He's kicking out the full.
That would have been the quickest coast to coast you have ever seen. It came out so quickly for the Werribee back line.
He was still giving the Buckley scoreboard.
McNichols picked the ball up on the wing, and now we've got Winchelsea deep in attack, and Season takes the mark about 20 out from goal, directly in front. Not directly in front, facing the other way, I should say, under extreme pressure. Comes back looking for McClure. I think Sawney is in underneath that one with Tornier. Comes off hands. Heads out there towards Donald, was it? Met heavily, Donald. Picked up by Leake. Leake kicks it forward to the running forward. Higgins to kick a goal. Can he get it away? Yes, he can.
Boy, they needed that.
Boy, did they need it.
Now at 25 and a half minutes in the quarter, Mensch made a difference since he's gone into the middle. He gets a tap down again, but at ground level, the ball is in the mud patch, and a kick off the ground by Winch. That's good play. Get it going forward. Ball, Higgins overruns the footy. Werribee, can they pick the footy up? They can't. There's a push in the back, not seen by the umpire. Pretty rugged at that ground level. The ball does come out eventually as Tornier accepts a handball, goes towards half forward. New player on the ground, Murphy, can't handle the footy.
Oh,
Phipps,
that's got to be in the back.
It's in the back. And it is Phipps from Werribee Centrals, the coach. Handball quickly to Knight. Knight goes out wide, looking for Rathbone. Doesn't find Rathbone. He's got McNichol to help. Oh, dropping the footy. No, handball to the umpire as the Winchelsea boys work very hard to try to clear it, but it is Werribee Centrals. The long driving kick to full forward. Mark not taken, but off hands.
Good
Terrific
tackle.
roving by Blushki, but a fantastic tackle in defence. And advantage paid. Oh, there's no advantage
in that.
because they've kicked it across the face of goal. Picked up by Briarty. He gets a handball across to his teammate in Montebruno. His tackle as he kicks offline, just to the left of the big timber. 5 goals, 8. 38 Werribee. One
Ball back in. They'd really like to move it quickly again and probably get another one on the board. McKenzie calling for the ball out wide. Up they go. Jones, though, was in underneath that one.
I'll
Whistle
pay
on
that.
play.
I'll pay
and
that.
McKenzie will get the free kick from Jones.
Mark.
Was it a mark? He paid the mark, did he? I thought he paid over the shoulder. Doesn't matter, because that is the siren. So, the end of the Buckley's Entertainment Centre scoreboard for the first quarter. Werribee Centrals, 5 goals, 8-38. Leading Winchelsea, 1-1-7. Goal kickers, Eric.
goal kickers for Werribee Centrals.
Raiders from all around Geelong.
The way to give Minchie a bit of a spell. But beaten by Morgan on that occasion. Ground level, it was Davis gets the first kick, and the mark at half forward taken for Werribee. Handball to Davis, who ran from the centre, which is great work, but Phipps read that well. And in the last line of defence for Werribee Centrals, the coach has taken the mark. Not happy to kick it, decides to handball, and they're going to just use the ball, the Werribee side. Orm.
What?
Yeah, no, Sawney did not have eyes for the ball at all.
Fair enough.
Okay. Well, good call there, Andrew, because I didn't
see
that.
it
But
in a million years.
McGuinness probably should have taken the mark, but got the free kick anyway. Now at half-back, mark taken for Winch by Matheson. Ball going across the ground, and that's better play for Winch. They're starting this in a much better vein than what they did in the first quarter as the... Well, it's not a mark. It's a free kick, surely.
A definite free kick.
Venables?
And Venables, I tell you what, landed on the right shoulder, and I don't think he's all that comfortable right at the moment either. So Venables, 35 metres out, 45-degree angle. Regardless of how crook the shot, the man on the mark's only 30 metres out. He's outside 50, but he starts to move in. Stuttering move, kicks it off the boot. That's a beautiful kick from Venables. That is the second.
Umpire Cole puts the ball back up again. Over the top came Morgan, got the best of that one. We'll go straight to ground, though, on the cricket pitch. A lot of work to be done in there. That's dirty and mucky in there for sure. Comes off hands. Nucky leading in the race for the ball, as was Matheson. Matheson gets a little kick off the ground and again dives on the ball this time. Tornier there for Winchelsea there to clean up, and the ball's going to head all the way out to the outer side of the ground. Picked up, though, just by McGuinness just before it heads over the boundary line, and he'll get the kick forward, and I think he's found... Koutsamanis, he'll bring the ball inbound, finds Cassidy. Cassidy with the ball right in the centre of the ground, sees a lead out wide there from Walson. He gets the ball up, overrun by Jones, picked up off hands. Watson goes back inside again, and Leake will take the mark. Probably might have just bounced.
No, he got it. He got his fingers under it.
Leake is good enough at ground
He's
level
not Greg
to get that. Leakey comes to gets the ball, kicks forward, off hands. To McFarlane it was, leading in the race for the ball. Picked up there by Werribee Centrals under a great deal of pressure. Oh, beautiful. If you're playing rugby, it was a kick that touched, stayed out. Menchie keeps the ball in as well. The ball does not want to go out of bounds. Sawney picks up the ball. Then it was McFarlane again. Comes back. Sawney under pressure again. Can't pick the ball up.
He didn't
the
want
boundary
it.
line this
he
time.
didn't want it.
We'll use the boundary line to his advantage this time because he...
Well, he's a lovely kid.
So ball in front of our broadcast position, up high, and getting the tap down was Morgan for Werribee. Following up is Jones, kicks towards half forward. It's back towards the corridor. That's where it needs to be. Oh, good work there from Bray. Handball to Koutsamanis. Didn't kick through the footy, and Winchelsea see the opportunity to run it over the boundary line for a ball in. And great little handball by Bray. Deserved a goal, didn't it,
It probably did, but it was a great smother and great positioning from the Winchelsea boy back there. It saved the goal.
So the ball in, half forward flank. Jones doing the ruck work. Gets the tap backwards. Bray. Oh, little
That's
bit of
another
fancy
one.
footwork. Handball to McNichol. Runs into the open goal.
Oh,
5
did he miss
metres
that?
out and hit the post. And McNichol.
Handballs for not much result.
He could have got the kick away, couldn't he, Bray? And that chance going for McKenzie was the kick in. Comes to Bray again. Just slams the ball onto his boot. Koutsamanis is underneath it. Good solid mark by Koutsamanis, and he will line up for goal.
It was a high kick, but he did see him. He knew he was there.
Ibises, if he's good enough.
I wish I hadn't have said that. Now.
Well, you call them pelicans
You call them
anyway.
Pelicans anyway.
What's the difference between a pelican and an ibis?
I reckon the size of the beak as Koutsamanis
good
comes
kick.
in. Good kick. Chris Koutsamanis will kick his first.
Umpire puts the ball in the air. Mench up and down early. He probably took Morgan with him, actually, both up and down before the ball got there. Ball kicked along the ground towards the forward area for Werribee Centrals. Oh, great work there by Monte Bruno. That was another soccer job. The ball was in the air, actually, when he kicked it. And, following through McNichol. Is he any better on the left foot? No, he's miles worse, I think. Although, no, he's been granted a behind. So, off the left boot, he kicks his third behind. 6 goals, 10-46 Werribee Centrals. 2-1-13 Winch. Common Hotel, second quarter scoreboard, 7 minutes gone.
Bayliss just has no options for Winchelsea where to bring the ball back in, so he goes straight up the middle. Great kick looking for Mench. Cleared Mench's head, though. Back in the middle of the ground with one kick of the footy. Comes off hands. Phipps was in underneath the coach. Oh, Spitz solidly there. Murphy in underneath. Good work by Cassidy, though. Gets the ball out. Comes across there to Salmon it was, and then Cornish, and then Phipps. Phipps with the ball going back forward. Mackenzie ran underneath the ball, comes off hands. Hall, with his speed, is underneath the ball. Tries to get up. Picked up by Mackenzie. Gives it by hand there across to Holmes. Holmes goes backwards. Oh, dangerous here for the Winchelsea side. Met solidly again by Hall is the player in Matheson. Can't get the ball. Will the boundary line save them? Yes, it will.
By 5 metres from the behind post. Brings it back into play. Mensch up high. Taps the ball forward. It's got to be that way in defence. Werribee Centrals at ground level though did well. The ball picked up by Davis for the Werribee Winchelsea side at centre wing. Great tackle by McFarlane for Winch. Stacks on the mill. Umpire.
As he just comes to the bench as the ball goes back up.
Morgan
Gets that one down, comes off hands. Walson with the ball, gets a scrubby kick away, but it's going to head in the direction of Mensch. Bends over this time, picks it up, gives it by hand to Nucky. Nucky sends the ball onto the outer side of the ground. Picked up there by... No, it's not. I was going to say it's picked up there by Sawney, but it wasn't. Comes to the Werribee Centrals player in Knight. Knight gets the ball by foot now, back to the half-forward flank.
Oh.
And a good solid mark on the outer side there to Werribee. Drives the ball in forward, looking for Hall. Hall went at it one-handed. Season underneath it. Can't pick up. Picked up off hands. Is it going to go through for goals?
It's gone through.
It has gone through for goals. And that is...
Very good football.
Back in the middle it goes. Morgan flies high. Was the only one that went up. Mensch stayed down.
Staged it.
He comes up. Picks up off hand. Venables tackled hard. Can't pick up the ball. Comes to Cassidy. Cassidy underneath. Then by hands came out to McNichol. McNichol doing a lot in this quarter. Can't really get a clear possession. Sawney with the ball taken to ground.
Tough. Gee, there wasn't much prior there.
Tough on Sawney. Paid advantage. Ball's got away again. Not much advantage in that, I don't think. Ball comes back out to Season for Winchelsea. He's going to have to go out wide and find Stephen. Stephen deep in the pocket now. Comes round in front of the Winchelsea coach's box. Looking for Mackenzie. Mackenzie goes off hands. Comes back again. Looking for options. Sawney in there again. Picked up by McClure. Then comes to Nucky. Nucky with the ball back towards Sawney. They're working hard, the Winchelsea side. Picked up by Hart. Dean Hart with the ball. Drives the ball forward for Winchelsea in a good lead. And a mark there to Joel Higgins. Higgins sees a lead coming out.
Good
solid
kick.
lead. Solid kick. And the ball is in the hands of Brodie Donald. Donald centres it back to centre half
That's
forward.
a shocking
Kick. It's a 2-on-1. McClure, is he good enough? He is. Gets the ball away. Comes off hands. Picked up there by Stephen, running into an open goal, but goes back, and Quarrier will take the mark. Other scores, Eric?
Quarter time scores are the game. Anarchy 2 goals 10. Belmont Lions 1 goal 1. North Geelong 3 goals 4. Bannockburn 2 goals 1. Inverleigh 2 goals 3. Thompson 4 goals 1. Corio 4 goals 4. East Geelong 3 goals 2. Geelong West 3 goals 4. Belpost Hill 2 behind.
Wow! Comes off hands. Ball's come back into play. Menchie brings the ball back towards centre half forward, but it'll be marked back there by Phipps. Phipps with the ball. Brings the ball now forward. Mackenzie, though, is in the way and takes a good mark. Oh, no, didn't bring it to ground. Umpire says play on. Wrapped up. Did he have an opportunity? Umpire says give it to me. Pretty much right in the centre of the ground.
All right.
So 12 minutes gone, second quarter, ball with the umpire, middle of the ground. Up high was Morgan again. He's doing a Symes today. He's running hard, he's jumping hard, and doing pretty well in the ruck at the present moment. It's in the middle, mud patch, nobody knows which end's north and south.
He said he didn't know which way the wind was blowing.
In the middle, ball comes down for the Winch side. Kick out of the pack. It's gone towards half forward. Phipps leads in the race for the ball for Werribee. Gets a quick kick. It's intercepted and comes back towards half forward. The kick is not good. Werribee, the chance this time through Quarrier it was. Middle of the ground. Again, the Season takes the mark. Poorly judged kick and taken in defence. Werribee Centrals again controlling the situation. A little chip goes out wide. This time it's gone to Jones. Jones, another chip, and this is the old Belpost Hill style. Just chipping the ball around Werribee Centrals to Taylor. Just backward of centre wing. Goes longer towards half forward. Gee, the numbers are with
over the back.
The Winchelsea side, but Rathbone read it better than any of the pack and took the mark. He goes to the lead at half forward. But great intercepting mark. Matheson for Winch. Handball to Mensch. Mensch now out wide. Controlling the footy, Holmes takes the mark and plays on, goes towards half forward. Gee, there are Winchelsea players loose everywhere. He's hanging on to it. He's got to move it quicker. It is Higgins, I think. Took a long time to kick the footy. Goes long one now, but numbers have got back there for Werribee Centrals, and they're going to get the ball clear. No, Phipps can't get the ball out of the pack. Now we've got Stacks on the mill.
Forward pocket, Winchelsea attacking end, about 30 out. Probably got the most of it down there was McClure. Leak with the ball, barges through, kicked off the ground by Knight by Werribee Centrals. Comes out wide now. Werribee Centrals using the wing. They need some options. Tornier let his man off the loose. That might be one of the Quarriers out there. And he will bring the ball back through the middle of the ground now. Oh, Mackenzie slipped over at the vital moment. Nucky leading in the race for the ball. That's a 2-on-1 contest. Need to support each other. They do. Nucky gets the ball. Brings it out wide. There's a couple of Winchelsea players loose here. The first one being Murphy. He has the ball now. We'll bring it back through half forward to a lead and running player there in Davis.
Been all right, Davis.
Picked up a few this quarter, hasn't he? Davis looking for options again. Hold on to it for a while. Going in long, looking for Donald. Big pack of players fly. Comes off hands. McClure was underneath it. Picked up off hands by Leak. It's kicked it. It's coming back. It's coming back, but not enough by Andrew. The Fiend Hotel scoreboard.
Doesn't look too good there, Mackenzie.
No, just a bit of a worry. He copped a knock just out in front of it, going for a mark and landed heavily on the ground.
I don't know if he was injured or tired, but he can't leave him off the ground for too long.
So the ball came back into play, and Stephen has picked up the ball, intercepted the kick in, and he has centred the ball around the corner, and the mark has gone to Venables, who will line up for his second goal. And he will kick again, probably the same distance, other side of the ground though. About 30 metres out from where he kicked last time. And again, he's gone through 50. Going to take a nice long run up at this one.
There are times, Grubby, when Winch look quite good, don't they? When they're able to break it out in the open and get players loose.
Yeah, and they did that against Thompson as well. And against East at the night game. They do it, but they've just got to do it more consistently.
He knows where to go, Venables. He's kicked that one truly.
Especially as Winch didn't kick any.
Yes. So, ball now. In the middle, Winch probably got the best of the tap away from Mensch, but at ground level, Montabruno. Good handball to his teammate who was going through in Keisha. Goes towards the full forward position. That's a fantastic pack mark in there. Looks like Hall again to me, as he read that very, very well. He's got up limping a little bit. But when you're taking a mark and got a shot for goal, they come good pretty quick, don't you, Grubby?
Yeah,
little man kicking for goal.
You do, but anyway...
We're right behind him. Left footer. Good approach to goal. Goes out a little bit, and he's kicked it exactly where he ran, across the face and through for behind. And probably, whilst we spoke about the other one a few minutes ago, Grubby, that's the sort of goal they normally would kick every day of the week. 7 goals, 11.53 Werribee. 3-2-20 Winch. Common Fiend Hotel second quarter scoreboard, 18 minutes. The kick in is long. It's in the centre square. Well, players should have, I reckon he ran, Davis ran 2 or 3 paces too many without giving the handball, and now allowed the Werribee Centrals players to block it all up, and the umpire has listened
back, but he just didn't hit the boot right, did it?
Yeah, probably a good point. Tap down, went to Leak in the middle. Off a step, goes towards half forward. Bounce, favours the Winchelsea side through McClure. Gets it forward, wasn't Venables, was Bonner. He can't control the footy, and a long handball out of the congestion has been to the benefit of the Werribee side. If that wasn't if I can say if it wasn't
deliberate
on the full, it was deliberate. So free kick goes to Stephen of the Winchelsea side. The left footer goes towards full forward.
Oh, good mark.
Magnificent mark over the top there. That was McGuinness. And saves the Werribee side once again. 3-2 Winch. They trail Werribee 7-11.
McGuinness runs the ball now through the ground, gives it across and again takes it back again. Comes in by hand to Cornish it was. Trying to get the ball away. Does get it back again. Runs outside now and comes out wide and finds Walson. Walson running through half forward now is going to kick long to a lead from...
It's a great kick, that.
Kick to McNichol, isn't it?
Yeah, it made him come back to it.
He was going to go long. He's seen McNichol and he's just adjusted his kick beautifully. McNichol right on the 50-metre arc looking for options. Sells a bit of candy. Runs round his opponent, heads into goal. It's going to fade too much. Mensch is back there. Hasn't gone through yet though. Ball's still live. Winchelsea going to bring the ball away. Nearly takes his player's head off. McNichol.
Very good kid.
Half forward flank for the Werribee Central side. Tap down, goes to the front of the pack. McNichol, can he pick it up? He can, but he's tackled immediately by Nucky. He's off the ball now. It's back toward the boundary. Oh, terrific work.
Not a natural ruckman, is he?
No. He's probably a key centre half full forward if you had everything in the right perspective. But at this level, I guess they look for just a little bit of inspiration for the younger players in the team. The ball is kicked as we speak towards the full forward position once again. And that's a diving mark to Werribee Centrals. And I tell you what, they're really switched on, the Werribee boys, because they're all coming from near and far. They're patting each other on the back. And it's Matthew Taylor that has taken the mark 25 metres out directly in front. The opportunity to really make Winchelsea pay against this breeze. Oh, I don't think he's done too well. He's gone to the right hand. Common Hotel second quarter scoreboard. 21 and a half minutes gone.
Bayliss again with a huge kick, and the ball is back in the centre of the ground. Tornier leading in the race for the ball, but the coach Phipps dives on it, saves it for the Werribee Central side. Picked up by Davis, though. He gets the ball forward for Winchelsea across their half-forward line, but back there in the line of defence is that man McGuinness who took the flyer before. He goes out wide, scoreboard side of the ground. They're going to work the ball back down again now through Bridie. That was for...
Pushed him!
That wasn't a fake one there to McKenzie. It was McNichol as plain as day. Couple of hands in the back, and McKenzie back on the ground will take the ball. Kicks it long, looking for McClure. Brings the ball to ground in front of him because he couldn't take the mark. Davis not going in and getting it, waiting for it to come out to him. He probably got to dive on the ball, Davis, and get it yourself, I think.
I think he was a bit stiff, Andrew. He was waiting for the other player to ship.
Ball back up, outer side of the ground, forward flank for the Winchelsea side. Big group of players just wrestling over the ball here. It's almost a rugby scrum forming as the ball goes to ground. Play on calls the umpire, calling for the players to get it out. Comes by hand, Tornier there. Can he do something with the ball? Picks it up under a great deal of pressure. Underneath under there was Higgins trying to get to the ball out. But Werribee Centrals will clear the ball away. But I reckon that is out on the full outer side of the ground, and the ball is in the hands of Venables to restart play.
Actually, I had a gentleman rang me at home this morning, Grubby, and this is a bit away from the footy, but wanting me to help him put together a 50-year reunion for Geelong West Premiership in 1964, which I coached.
Oh, wow.
Bit of a worry, isn't it?
Kick by Venables has come in the hands of Bonner. He goes round one, goes round two, tries to give it by hand. Bonner probably tried to do a little bit too much there, but he didn't have many blokes supporting him again. Murphy was in there. Winchelsea is going to centre it, looking for an option. He's heading for Donald. He's gone underneath it, though. Running back there is Cassidy with the ball. Oh, uses a little bit of pace, gets away, runs into his own player. Comes off hands there, and it was... Again, I think Walsh with the ball goes out wide. Tornier for Winchelsea leading in the race for the ball. Gets it, handball over the top of his head to Mensch. Mensch goes back to Tornier. Oh, it wasn't a good handball by the coach. Comes off hand, Season with the ball. He'll go round one, go round two, tackled. Good tackle there by Acacia on Season. He gets the ball back again, though. Scrubby kick around the outer side to Venables. Venables taken to ground. No free kick, says the umpire. Comes off hands. Montebruno with the ball. But he is tackled.
They take that next step, they're gone.
And I think the fact that the ball's just a little bit heavier than a normal week, and the handballs are not hitting the targets. They're not able to hit it. So back in the middle of the ground, good kick out of defence by Werribee Centrals, picked up by Nucky. Long kick towards half forward. Terrific work by Phipps. Got the fist to the footy. Picked up there by Higgins. His kick is marked by Brighty. Last line defence goes out to Brighty. They brothers?
Yeah.
Brighty to Brighty. And now towards middle of the ground. Big punch forward for the Winchelsea side. I think that was by Bayliss. Now the ball's still on half forward flank. They really need a goal here, Winchelsea, to keep them anywhere near in the game. There's a player laying on the ground. Someone laying on top of him. Not in the backs of the umpire. And he's just sitting back watching umpire Cullen. Is he going to blow the whistle? Finally, he does.
Phil Hopper's crossing. There could be brothers, sisters, or anything up that way.
It is all too late because the siren has sounded a 25-minute quarter. And at half-time here at Werribee.
From all around Geelong, I'm here to tell you how football is strong.